Hey, welcome to my kitchen. I'm gonna set you guys down right here. Today we're gonna talk about diffusers and cleaning diffusers and do you really need a diffuser? Okay, so yeah, sorry if my kitchen's messy back there. I tried to sort of straighten it up a little bit after the breakfast bonanza that happens every morning before school. But welcome to my kitchen, and hopefully we won't be interrupted by barking dogs or kitty cats climbing across the screen. But I wanted to talk to you today about diffusers. A lot of times people are like, well, gosh, do I really need a diffuser? What's it? What can I do with it? What's it for? We have several diffusers, and to be honest, only one of them is a Young Living diffuser. I do use the Young Living oils. They're not the only brand, and anyone who tells you they're the only reputable brand, or that any brand is the only reputable brand, find somebody else to talk to you about oils, okay? But the one I chose is Young Living. So the stuff I'm going to talk about really works with almost every diffuser. I don't know if you can see. This is like for real. See, smoke screen. For real diffusing like crazy. I will start with this, this one, and this is the Young Living diffuser that comes in the premium starter kit, and it's what came in my premium starter kit. I really love it. What I like is that it's got the steady stream. Hopefully you can appreciate that on that dark background. You can turn the light off, so there's no light. So that means dark room stays completely dark, which is super important for your sleep. And then you can also do intermittent. So it's gonna go away and then it's gonna shoot another blast out soon. I really like that diffuser, and it's the one that comes with the starter kit, but it's not always the best deal on diffusers. Like, it's a great for your starting diffuser. And if you're wondering what I'm diffusing today, I've got a lot to do today and only a little bit of time to do it in. So I'm diffusing cinnamon, grapefruit, lemon, and peppermint with just a smidge of lavender because I want it to be like a calm but forceful energy, and that also helps with cravings, and so we'll talk more about that towards the end of the live stream. But this is the one that I usually have going. It lives in my office on the windowsill, and that's the one that I run during the day. Now sometimes I do move it to my room at night if I want to diffuse things, but my husband's really sensitive to smell, so that's not always the best way for me to use essential oils. A lot of times I'll use them topically at night so that he doesn't, he's not bombarded with the smell. Now, I'll show you this little guy. Put it back together. This little guy is the one that my kids have in their rooms, okay? And it's called Your Power. And let me plug it in real quick. You can look at the fingerprints on my stove behind me while I switch it out. Okay, and so what I like about this one, we actually use them as night lights, and so I emptied the water. So there's still a little bit in there, so you can still see a little bit of steam coming out. So it's got a steady and an intermittent, and then also has this. So see how it's changing colors? My kids really freaking love it because it changes to the rainbow, and it's not very expensive, maybe 20, 30 bucks. I'll put the link below after we're done. But it's a really great one as well. Now the thing is, when they're in kids' rooms and they have, there we go, and you can also turn it off and just use the night light and go through all the colors. Sorry if that's obnoxious. But they really love it. It's a great night light. But you can also, when they're in kids' rooms, like this one's, it's pretty dirty. Like they get little kid fingerprints on them, people touch them. They refill them themselves, all kinds of things. So I'm going to talk to you about how to clean it. So bear with me here while I unplug it. You always want to unplug it if you're cleaning it. If you're using a Young Living one, you can unplug it from the back. So that's an easy way. This little one we have in the kids' room, there's a plug underneath, but it's kind of hard to get out. So usually I just unplug it from the wall. Now to clean it, there was still a little bit of water in there. To clean it, you want to use white vinegar and a paper towel. So we're just going to take the white vinegar. We're going to put some on there. And I buy my white vinegar at Costco, and I actually saved an old witch hazel bottle to use for that. So because it makes it easy. Put it on a wet paper towel and just wipe it down. And then this is also great for when you're changing scents or when you're changing oils. So you can dump that out. And then it still smells like peace and calming and lavender, which is what I typically put in their diffuser. And so then you just wipe it out with the vinegar, let it air dry. And then when it air dries, you won't be able to smell it anymore. It takes the oils out. And then you can change it. So if they were, like somebody has a cold in your house and so maybe you're diffusing thieves and then, oh, it's bedtime, you want to diffuse peace and calming, then that's a really simple way to take care of that. Then you put it back together, add your oils, press go, and you're good to go. Now that works the same with the Young Living diffuser. I still use vinegar. Mine doesn't get dirty as fast because it lives in my office though. And I still do that. Now I've already loaded this for the day, so I don't want to dump it out and waste my oils because oils cost money, y'all. So that's why I demonstrated on one of the kids, because theirs were almost empty after 2 nights of diffusing. Now, a third trick or a third diffuser that I like to use is this guy. And I have this one, and then I have, and if you're looking at that, you might be able to tell what it is. It's a Scentsy warmer. So, you know what? A lot of people tell you like Scentsy warmers are made of toxic chemical, or Scentsy wax is made of toxic chemicals and you should never ever use it. Well, you know, sometimes you just want your house to smell like a sugar cookie, even if you're primal and gluten-free, and that's totally fine. But what I use mine for most of the time, because, and this one, I have 2 kinds. One has a heating element, but this is one of the older school ones, the older versions with the light on the inside. So cool thing, you can use this as an oil warmer. So here's what I do. If I want to diffuse it in the house, or if maybe I make like a holiday blend and I want to diffuse all day long in the house, then I'm going to put oil, like olive oil or coconut oil, in here and then add the oils to it. You can also use water, but water's going to evaporate faster. And you can just wash it out. Like it's stoneware, so you would just wash it with soap and water. Or if I'm just doing something quick, like a quick meditation in the morning, like an abundance meditation, then I might put bergamot in there and just put it directly in there because I don't want it to last all day. So that's a trick. And you can use this kind with the light bulb, or you can use the kind with the heating element, which I think is what they're going to now. But I have lots of friends that sell Scentsy, and so this is the guy that lives in my office. Over on my wine bar, I have an acorn. I've got Tom Turkey and a bunch of different ones that I use for various holiday seasons. But you can still have the really, really beautiful ones and still get the benefit. And you don't necessarily have to use the Scentsy wax. Although, like I said, everybody likes their house to smell like sugar cookies sometimes, right? Okay, so if we don't have any questions on that, then I'll wrap this up, and know that next time, probably tomorrow, if my schedule allows, I'm going to do a live stream answering Scarlett's questions from the live Q&A, and we're going to talk about what to eat for what organs of your body, and actually we're going to relate that to the chakras because that's the easiest way to remember it, is sort of by color. We're going to talk about what, like, an average week of what, you know, a wellness diet would look like, and go from there. So if you have questions, feel free to pop them in the box below. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye.